Just listen. Welcome to Just Listen Podcast. I'm your host, Randy Pack, and today we're doing Coffee Part 2. But first, since I'm probably going to do more of these food talks, I'm going to name this session. I got to figure out names I'm working on it. And so look out for that. But now, let's talk coffee drinks. So for coffee part 2, we're going to be talking about coffee drinks, and this is not a complete list of them. There's just common ones and things that I know and have tried, right? And so just keep that in mind. And also, when we say coffee, this means drip coffee, for the most part, going on forward. So for the drip coffees, you have it black, just straight out, and then you can have it with cream and sugar or some kind of milk. And in France, a café au latte is coffee plus steamed milk. And then we have your cold brews. You have cold brew coffee, which is just coffee brewed, or not really brewed, steeped in cold water for a long period of time. And usually those are concentrated and can be watered down. And then you have nitro cold brew, which is a cold brew that has nitrogen added into it to make it carbonated. And because nitrogen has such fine bubbles, it gives it a smoother, almost sweetness to it. And it's similar to a Guinness because that also has nitrogen in it. I wouldn't know. I just heard from other people saying that because I never had a Guinness. And then also part of this non-espresso drink is Vietnamese coffee, which is a dark roasted coffee brewed in a special drip filter, and you add sweetened condensed milk to that. And you can have it over ice or you can have it hot. So now on to the espresso. So for espresso, you have your regular espresso shot. Then you have, pardon my pronunciations on some of these, a Dupio or a double shot of espresso. And then you have the Ristretto, which is a shorter pooled shot. And so thus it has less water and tends to be a little bit more acidic. You have the Lungo, which is pulled longer, so more water, and it tends to also go to the bitter notes. And then you have an Americano, which is espresso with water, a red eye, which is coffee plus espresso, a black eye, which is coffee plus a double shot. And you have Breve, which is half and half or cream with espresso. You have espresso con panna, which is espresso with cream. You have lattes, which are steamed milk with a little bit of foam in the espresso. You have a mocha, which is a latte with chocolate syrup added to it. A macchiato, there's two types of macchiatos. You have the macchiato espresso, which is the espresso shot that has a little bit of the milk foam kind of plopped on it. And then you have the macchiato latte, which is you have the steamed milk first and then you pour in the shot in the middle. And then you have a cappuccino, which is pretty much equal parts espresso, steamed milk, and the foam froth on top. You have a cortado, which is Spanish, and this is an espresso with a little bit of steamed milk, but the steamed milk is flat and there's not a lot of foam to it. Then you have a flat white, which comes from Australia, and similar to the cortado, it's just a little bit of steamed milk, but this has some foam added to it just because of how the Australians steamed their milk. And then you have some of the outliers. You have the Cafe Cubano or Cuban coffee, which is an espresso with that you pour into sugar and then you whip that up, and then you add it back to the rest of the espresso, and that is your kind of, it is poured at a shot because it is pretty strong with all that sugar. And then you have an avocado, which is ice cream, scoop of ice cream, generally ice cream, usually vanilla, with a shot of espresso poured over it. And those are your coffee drinks. I know there are many more and many other ways to enjoy. I did not add your slushes because each slush is a term made by their own company. So your ice slushes are their own little thing, and I don't wish to discuss that. But yeah, couple of these you probably won't see a lot in coffee shops, but if you tell them, they should know about it if you ask. I know for sure Starbucks, their flat whites, you can customize to have that short pull. And generally, when I get a flat white from there, that's exactly what I ask for. And if you get the blonde, I actually like that one. It's pretty good. Blonde flat white. You should try it. Check it out. Starbucks. By no means am I being sponsored. Just putting that out there. I'm just saying. But yeah. Actually, yeah, I really like Nitro Cold Brew, but it's a lot of places it's pretty strong, and so I can't drink like a cup of that because it's so strong. But still really good. Other coffee drinks that I like, the Cafe Cubano, Cuban coffee. I had that in Miami. It's amazing. It's definitely sweet. It's definitely strong. But it works. It's good. Same thing with Vietnamese coffee. It's definitely sweet. Yeah. So usually those, if I can get Cuban coffee, I will get it. A lot of places do it right, though, that I found. There's a few places that get it right. Vietnamese coffee when I can get it. Yeah, or it's usually a flat white or a nitro cold brew when I can get it as well. Usually, most go to is, I don't know. My most go to is probably it's more probably just a latte, just a regular latte. But yeah, if I do drink coffee, I don't drink much coffee. It's mostly at work that I drink coffee. I don't really need it at work. It's just that I needed a cup, and cups are in the front of the house. So it's just easier to ask for coffee and then just keep using the cup for water. That's pretty much how work goes. Yeah, I think I rambled long enough. Thanks for listening. Until next time. Bye.